Have you ever woken up, stretched your arms, and felt your heart beating a little too hard, like it's racing to catch up with you? You sit on the edge of the bed, take a slow breath, and whisper to yourself, maybe it's just age. But what if it's not? For many people over 50, that uneasy pounding in the chest each morning isn't just a random thing. It's a sign your blood pressure may be spiking right after you wake up. And here's the scary truth. Morning hours are the most dangerous time of the day for your heart. Studies show that heart attacks and strokes happen more often between 6 a.m. and 9 a.m., right when most people are just starting their day. You see, in the early morning, your body releases hormones like cortisol and adrenaline to help you wake up. They raise your energy, but they also tighten your blood vessels and make your heart work harder. For younger people, that's fine. Their arteries are flexible and strong. But as we age, those vessels become stiffer, and that morning surge becomes a hidden enemy. According to the American Heart Association, more than 40% of heart attacks occur within the first 3 hours after waking up. That's not just coincidence. It's your body struggling with the morning rush inside your bloodstream. But here's the good news. You don't need to rely only on pills to fight it. There's something far simpler, and it starts right in your kitchen. In today's video, I'll share 4 morning drinks that doctors and cardiologists in the US often recommend to help lower your blood pressure naturally, keeping your arteries calm and your heart protected throughout the day. And number 1 on this list might surprise you, because it's probably sitting in your pantry right now. Before we begin, I'd love to know, how old are you, and do you think this video could help you or someone you love? Leave your answer in the comments below. Our team reads every message and we do our best to reply to each one. Thank you for stopping by Senior Health Tips, Healthy Aging. Now let's begin. Number 4. Warm lemon water. A gentle start for a stronger heart. Most people start their mornings with coffee. That comforting smell. That familiar warmth in your hands. But here's the truth that often hides behind that habit. When your stomach is empty, that cup of coffee doesn't just wake up your mind. It wakes up your stress hormones too. See, caffeine triggers cortisol, the same hormone your body releases when it's under pressure. Add that to the fact that your heart and blood vessels are already working harder in the morning, and suddenly that peaceful cup of coffee becomes your heart's early challenge of the day. So instead of shocking your system awake, what if you could ease it into the morning? Gently, naturally, with something that hydrates, balances, and soothes. That's where a simple glass of warm lemon water comes in. It might not sound dramatic, but this small ritual can make a big difference. When you wake up, your body is slightly dehydrated. You've gone 6, maybe 8 hours without any fluids. Your blood becomes thicker, forcing your heart to pump harder just to move it through your arteries. Warm water, on the other hand, helps thin your blood naturally, making circulation easier, lighter, calmer. Add a squeeze of fresh lemon, and now you've got vitamin C and antioxidants that help your blood vessels relax, like releasing the tension from a tightened fist. Vitamin C is more than just an immune booster. It supports your arteries, protects the delicate lining inside your blood vessels, and acts like a shield against the oxidative stress that raises blood pressure over time. In fact, research from Johns Hopkins University found that people who regularly supplement with vitamin C can lower their systolic blood pressure by an average of 3 to 5 milliliters. That may sound small, but for your heart, it's a meaningful drop, enough to ease strain and support better blood flow throughout the day. And it couldn't be easier to make. Just half a fresh lemon, squeezed into a cup of warm water, around 100 degrees or 40 degrees. Drink it about 10 to 15 minutes after waking up, before breakfast. If you want a touch of sweetness or extra comfort, you can add a teaspoon of honey or a few thin slices of fresh ginger. This isn't about giving up your coffee forever. It's about giving your heart a gentle head start before the caffeine rush. Think of it as greeting your body with kindness first, before asking it to work harder. And remember, hydration is just the beginning. Because up next, there's a tea that's not just a tea. It's a flower, and a natural remedy that helps calm your blood pressure even faster. Number 3. Hibiscus tea. The red flower that helps your blood vessels relax. There's something soothing about a deep red cup of hibiscus tea. It's warm, floral, a little tangy. And when you hold it close, it almost feels like your body knows it's about to relax. Now here's the beautiful part. That feeling isn't just in your head. It's happening inside your blood vessels too. Hibiscus is packed with natural antioxidants called anthocyanins, the same compounds that give blueberries and red grapes their color. But in hibiscus, they come in even higher concentrations. These little molecules do something amazing. They help your blood vessels relax and widen, allowing blood to flow more freely and your heart to work less hard. Think of your arteries like an old garden hose. When it's stiff or narrowed, the water pressure builds up inside. Right? But when it softens and widens, the water flows smoothly again. Hibiscus tea does something similar for your circulation, gently easing that pressure from the inside out. And science backs this up. A 2008 study from Tufts University found that people who drank just 3 cups of hibiscus tea a day lowered their systolic blood pressure by an average of 7 points in 6 weeks, without changing their medication or diet. That's a meaningful shift, especially if you're someone who wakes up with morning pressure spikes or tension headaches. But beyond the numbers, let me share a story. Margaret, a 72-year-old retired teacher from Ohio, once told me she could barely make it up the stairs without stopping to catch her breath. Her doctor suggested medication, but she wanted to start with something gentle. So every morning, she brewed herself a cup of hibiscus tea. Bright red, slightly tart, no sugar, no fuss. 3 weeks later, she called me and said, "I feel lighter, not just in my body, in my head, in my chest. It's like my heart isn't working against me anymore." That's the power of small habits. They may not look dramatic, but over time, they transform how your body feels. If you'd like to try it, here's how. Use 1 to 2 teaspoons of dried hibiscus petals. Steep them in hot water for about 10 minutes. You can drink it warm if you prefer something comforting, or chill it for a refreshing iced version on a summer morning. Skip the sugar if you can. The natural tartness is part of its charm, and it's better for your blood pressure that way. Many people describe it as their heart-calming cup. A few sips in the morning, and it feels like your body exhales, tension melting away, 1 beat at a time. Number 2. Beetroot juice. Opening the pathways of your blood. If there's one drink that can wake up your circulation better than caffeine ever could, it's beetroot juice. Don't let its earthy color fool you. Inside that deep purple-red hue lies one of nature's most powerful secrets for your heart. Beets are loaded with something called natural nitrates, compounds that, once inside your body, transform into nitric oxide. And nitric oxide is like your blood vessel's best friend. It signals the smooth muscles in your arteries to relax, allowing them to open wider and let blood flow more freely. Think of your heart as a water pump. When the pipes are tight or clogged, pressure builds up, and the pump has to work harder, wearing down faster. But when those pipes are wide, clean, and smooth, the pressure eases, and the pump gets a break. That's exactly what beetroot juice does. It helps your pipes, your blood vessels, stay flexible and open, so your heart doesn't have to fight every beat. There's strong science behind it too. A 2016 study from the University of Exeter in the UK found that people who drank just 1 cup, about 250 milliliters, of beetroot juice daily lowered their blood pressure by an average of 8 to 10 mmHg within 2 weeks. That's a big drop. about the same improvement you'd see from starting mild medication, but completely natural. Many people who start their mornings with beetroot juice describe the same feeling, a calm alertness. Not the jittery buzz of coffee, but a gentle energy, because when your blood flows better, oxygen reaches your brain, your muscles, your heart. Everything feels just a little lighter. If you want to try it yourself, here's a simple way. Juice half a cup of beets, and if the earthy taste feels too strong, mix it with apple and carrot for natural sweetness and extra antioxidants. Drink it about 30 minutes before breakfast, giving your body time to absorb the nitrates before your day begins. One small note of caution. If you've ever had kidney stones, be mindful of portion size. Beets are high in oxalates, which can contribute to stone formation when consumed in large amounts. So moderation really is key. The color of beet juice might stain your hands, but what it's doing inside your body is pure restoration, helping your blood glide instead of push, helping your heart rest instead of struggle. And here's a little secret. While beetroot helps open your blood vessels, the next drink on our list doesn't just keep them open. It actually protects them. It's been called the Japanese morning shield for the heart, and some experts believe it's twice as powerful. Number 1. Green tea. The leaf that keeps your arteries young. You've probably heard 1,000 times that green tea is healthy. But here's what most people don't realize. It's not just a light drink to replace coffee. Inside those delicate green leaves hides a compound called EGCG, one of nature's most powerful polyphenols. Think of EGCG as a tiny repair crew for your arteries, patching, smoothing, and keeping them flexible so your blood can flow like a calm river, not a rushing flood. When our arteries lose elasticity, it's like an old garden hose, stiff, creased, and harder to push water through. But EGCG helps your blood vessels breathe again. They expand and contract more easily, reducing the strain on your heart. In fact, a Harvard study in 2020 found that people who drank just 2 cups of green tea daily had a 20% lower risk of heart disease. That's not magic. That's science working quietly in your morning mug. Let me tell you about Ellen, a 70-year-old retired teacher from Ohio. For most of her life, she started her day with strong black coffee. It gave her the jolt she needed, but also left her heart racing and hands trembling. One morning, her daughter suggested she try switching to green tea. Ellen wasn't convinced. "It's too light," she said. But she gave it a shot. 3 months later, she noticed something subtle yet profound. Her energy felt steady. Her blood pressure readings looked better. And one morning she told me, "You know what? My heart feels peaceful, like it's not fighting anymore." That's the quiet strength of green tea. It doesn't shout. It doesn't shock your system. It gently tunes it, like adjusting the strings of an old guitar back to perfect harmony. If you want to try it, here's the simplest way. Steep 2 grams of green tea leaves in hot water around 75 or 80 degrees, about 170–175 degrees, for about 2 to 3 minutes. You don't need fancy teapots or rituals. Just patience, and maybe a quiet morning moment to breathe. Want a little twist? Add a slice of lemon to boost antioxidants, or a touch of ginger if you like warmth and spice. Now, you might be wondering, so which one should I drink every morning? The truth is, it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't need the right tea or the exact recipe. What matters is the rhythm, that few minutes each morning when you pause, sip, and let your body reset. That's what keeps your heart young. Not just the tea, but the peace that comes with it. Every morning drink is more than a habit. It's a quiet conversation with your body. When you sip something warm, you're telling your heart, "It's okay, we're starting gently today." Whether it's hibiscus tea, beet juice, or just warm lemon water, each one sends its own kind of comfort down your bloodstream. So tomorrow morning, before you reach for your phone or rush into the day, Give yourself just 5 minutes. Pick one drink, sit down, take a slow breath in, and let it go. Feel how your pulse softens, how your shoulders drop just a little. You don't have to fix everything overnight. Sometimes, caring for your heart starts with something as simple as a warm sip and a kind intention. A morning message for your heart. Let's take a moment to remember the small things that matter. Warm lemon water. It wakes up your circulation. Hibiscus tea. It relaxes your blood vessels. Beet juice. It clears the pathways for smooth blood flow. Green tea. It protects and rejuvenates your arteries. Together, they're not just drinks, they're quiet acts of self-respect. Each morning, when you choose what to drink, you're really choosing how to treat your heart. It's not just about lowering blood pressure. It's about giving your body a sense of calm after a long night's rest. So tomorrow, take that first sip as a promise. A small, peaceful moment that belongs entirely to you. And if today's message resonated with you, go ahead and tap like or share this video with someone you care about. Because when we take care of our hearts together, it's a little easier to stay strong, one morning at a time. And don't forget to subscribe, because in the next video, we'll talk about evening habits, the gentle nighttime routine that helps your blood pressure stay steady while you sleep.